Doing well, trying to stay cool out there.
Boy, you got that right, Cindy. It's warm out there. I was just saying, it feels like about 97 degrees
It
this
feels
afternoon.
hot. It's very hot.
There's at some point, it's just hot.
It's just hot.
Yeah. Well, Cindy, let's kind of start from the beginning. I know it's a big name. You know, sometimes people they listen to the name, they're like, "Wow, that must be a lot going on." So when we hear the name Southeast Tennessee Area Agency on Aging and Disability, kind of tell us what all that encompasses.
Well, it covers a lot of ground. We cover 10 counties for the Southeast Tennessee area, from Grundy to Ray County over to Polk County. I think we touch 2 other states, the least, with our services, probably 3 if I'm thinking right about my geography. So, you know, we cover a lot of ground, from Meals on Wheels to home-based care, from homemaker aid services, and My Ride is just one of the many things that we are able to do for people. We have a program that gives unbiased information about all the Medicare plans, and we're not there to sell insurance. We're just there to give you the good information that you need to make the right decisions for you. And so we do a lot of different things. We want to support seniors to be able to stay in their home and live as independently as they can for as long as they want to. And then when they're ready to make those changes, we also have a division that helps them make those choices and helps them get set up if they need to go into nursing care.
You know, one of the things we've actually been out with you and went on a ride-along with someone that was receiving the services from My Ride. And it was really remarkable, the relationship that the driver and the person that was being picked up. I mean, it was like they had been friends their whole life, and I don't even think they had met but maybe once or twice.
Right.
And it's just because the people, or the quality of people that you guys have for that. And when we talk about My Ride, just kind of dive in there, Cindy, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And explain what all that means. When you say My Ride, what are we looking to do?
Well, with My Ride, we're asking for community volunteers to come out and help people get to those appointments that are so important. As we get older, we find that we're not able to drive ourselves, or we may not feel comfortable driving ourselves. I mean, you know, I heard you do a traffic report a minute ago, and those things are scary sometimes.
Sure.
And sometimes we just, you know, folks don't have the same abilities with their vision, and they don't have the comfort level, so they need a little help. And they also want to be independent, so they don't want to always have to call on their family or friends to take them. With our service, they can call us at our office, and they can schedule their rides, and then I find the volunteers to take them on their rides. Like, they go to the doctor, get their eyes checked. They go and see about different other appointments they have. They may want to go get their nails done or their hair done. Those are all important things for a person's self-esteem. And important also is grocery shopping.
Sure.
You know, to get out of the house, do your own grocery shopping. Pick out your own tomatoes is really important.
I like that, Cindy.
For
yes.
real?
Yeah.
I don't want somebody else picking out my produce, do you?
I do not.
No, I want to be able to get in there and squash those potatoes.
Yeah, I got the little squeezer thing going on there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about sniffing the cantaloupes and everything else when I go shopping. So, you know, it's just good for people to be able to maintain independence for as long as they can, even though they've had to give up their car keys.
You know, Cindy, it is such an important thing, that the independence, to where they don't feel like, and I don't want to use the word burden, because that's not what I mean.
No.
But it's one of those things, if you're an adult, and you're lucky enough to have family that lives here in this area, you know, unfortunately, sometimes they got their own lives they got to live. They've got kids that's got to go to ball practices.
Right.
They've got to do their own grocery shopping at times. They've got their own doctor's appointments, and this thing called work that really bogs a lot of us down.
Right.
You know, sometimes you just can't say, well, I'll take off every single time you need me to.
Right.
So this really becomes a partnership. My Ride really becomes a partnership. They come alongside those caring family members that says, you know, look, this is good. They're getting out, they're meeting other people, for one, with the driver and getting things like that done. They're feeling, like you said, getting some independence, which makes them feel great. and then basically you get to go do what you need to do and maybe save that day off for an important doctor's appointment or something you feel you need to be there with that older adult when those things are coming. So it really gives you a lot of flexibility. And the way that you guys put it together, it's really phenomenal, meaning that it's not like you're catching a cab for them. I mean,
no.
This has really been thought through. The people are very well vetted, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yes.
It's not something that someone that is not a volunteer is going to show up and do this. These people are very caring people. And what I found out, Cindy, when we were together, some of these people are seniors and retired themselves, but maybe just not at the age where they're not able to do like a driving thing.
A lot of them are retired. We are seeing a few younger people coming along now. Some are stay-at-home moms. Some are people who work from home and have some flexibility in their time. But mostly our volunteers are retired. And a lot of them have been through these challenges of raising a family and taking care of elder parents.
Right.
So they understand the challenge for the families that we're helping out. You know, it's always very interesting to watch the volunteers too as they get involved and how much they start off. You know, oh, I'll just do the minimum, you know, once a month, but then they find themselves, you know, signing up for a ride every week or calling me and saying, you know, if so and so's going, let me know. You know, they make friends.
Yes.
And I have a couple of volunteers have really noted that and said, you know, this has helped me not to be isolated as well. Because some volunteers have just moved to the area and they want to get to know other people in the area and they want to give back. And so this is a great way to stay involved, and you get to choose your own schedule because I have it all set up. It's on a computer, and they can go in and check the schedule that's available of the rides that are coming up, and they can look at their calendar and then pick the rides they want to do. And, you know, you might go shopping alongside your person you're taking, you know, at Walmart. You may be shopping together, or you may find yourself, oh, well, if she's getting her nails done, I might need to get mine done.
Sure.
You know, it's a friend thing, you know, and, you know, maybe go to lunch. So I like the way that the relationships blossom throughout my ride. And we've been at this about 5 years now. We're getting ready to celebrate it here in Bradley. We started in like the fall of 2018. So we want to celebrate again coming up this coming fall. And we've got a couple of drivers who've driven a lot of rides, and we want to celebrate them. And Melvin, that we highlighted in that piece that we did,
he was a perfect gentleman. He's awesome.
He's great, and he's done a lot of rides. I think he told us something over 500 rides or something like that. So I may get his numbers wrong, but you know, he knows what those numbers are.
Yeah, he knows what he's done, and I know a lot of people appreciate him. Again, Cindy Campbell is here. We're talking about a lot of different things, but in particular, My Ride, TN, as we're really kind of spotlighting this and hoping we can spark some interest, because I know there is an event coming up August the 22nd.
That's right.
That we're hoping to get some people come and attend. Is that right?
That is correct. We're going to do a volunteer driver training on August 22nd. It'll be at 10 a.m. at the chamber office down at the Village Green, and we're just real excited about that. We're hoping that we'll get some new Bradley drivers to help out the Bradley drivers that have been around for a long time, and we want to, because our ridership is up. People are comfortable getting out again. They want to get out and they want to go and do the things they need to do for themselves, and so the ridership is up, and we do have a need for more drivers, especially here in Bradley County. We have a very dedicated group, but they're a small but mighty group, but we need to increase their ranks so we don't put so much pressure on them.
Again, if you are interested in this, and so if you're listening this afternoon and you have a parent that's a little bit older that maybe has retired, and you're always telling them you need to get out of the house more. All you do is sit around the house. You're good health. You got good driving skills. You just need to get out and do something a little bit more. And they're like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know where I could go meet a few people and those type things. Well, this would be a way to do it. So
it's a great way to do it. We do background checks, and we also check the motor vehicle record. So we need a good, clean motor vehicle record. You don't have to have a fancy car to drive people around in. You know, just a good working vehicle works just fine.
All right. So if you're interested in this, if we sparked your interest, or you know someone that may be interested in this, again, young people, younger people, we're talking to you as well. If you're a young adult and you would like to help out occasionally, if you enjoy spending time with some seniors, a lot of us do, you may want to be a part of this as well. And you mentioned it a while ago, Cindy, that the time restraints, it's once a month is the minimum.
Right.
So when you sign up, you're only signing up for minimum a couple hours a month.
Exactly. 3 hours, which is one ride a month. But if you want to do more, we will not stop you.
So we do need we need to get some more drivers out there locally. This service is caught on in the past 3 to 4 years. And as Cindy mentioned, a lot of people getting back out again. And it does. I mean, I want to go back and reiterate what you said, Cindy. For people that can get out and do a few little things around the grocery store, maybe run out, they got a hair appointment, those type things, those are the things you don't want to pick up the phone and call your daughter or your son-in-law or someone from church and say, hey, I've got this hair appointment on Monday. Can you come pick me up? You want, like I said, you want to kind of bank those is the way that I say it. You know, we're going to save these for an important thing that I definitely want a family member to go with me, and they're going to have to take off work or rearrange their complete schedule. But this is just something that becomes a relationship thing in the sense with my ride and those people that are using these services. So we hope that you will consider being a part of it in a small way or a larger way, whatever your time restraints are. And for people that need the services, let's talk about those people for a minute, Cindy.
Sure. This service is for anyone over the age of 60 that lives in Bradley County. We do serve in Hamilton County, but we cover all of Bradley County from Charleston down to South Lee Highway and all the way out to the county lines at Polk and Hamilton. So we cover all of Bradley County, and you just have to be 60 years old. There's no income requirements. There is some assistance if that's something you need with the fees. There's very minimal fees, but if you still need assistance, we have that available. And we just ask the riders to do a little application, and we talk to you about any conditions you have so we can be aware of it. What we try to do is door-through-door service if people need that. If they need us to come to the door and bring them to the car, we're available to do that. We're not like Uber. We're not going to sit out in the car and wait on you, and if you're not there in 5 minutes, we're not going to drive off.
Right.
We're going to be there. We'll go to the door and get you if you need it. We can go with you in the store if you need us to go in and read the labels to you. We do that for several people, and it's no shame in that because, you know, we're there to help, and we want to make sure that you have the assistance you need to be as independent as you want to be.
All right, so again, we're talking about My Ride here today with Cindy Campbell. Now, we talked about this pretty much extensively because we definitely want to make sure people are aware of this August the 22nd date at 10 a.m. at the Chamber office to come out and get some training.
Right.
But if people are interested in anything that is a part of the Southeast Tennessee Area Agency on Aging and Disability, including My Ride, where's the best place for us to find all these services that's under that umbrella?
We have a website. I think it's on Facebook as well, and I want to say our website is setAAD.org, and I hope I got that right, or I'll be talking to somebody at the office. But I know that My Ride is myridetnse.org, and if you just call my number, I'll direct you to the right place.
There you go.
My number is 423-424-4201. And that's 423-424-4201. And you can call us there, and I will get you to the right place if I didn't get you to the right place the first time.
All right, Cindy Campbell here with us. My Ride is what we're talking about this afternoon. Also, what we want you to do, if you're maybe watching this video this afternoon and you're like, you know what, I'm not really needing those services for me or a family member, but I know this young lady at church that is needing some help with something like this, share this video with them, or instruct them to go back to mixtv.tv and be able to watch this and just see the folks like Cindy that's going to be taking good care of these folks, whether you're someone that needs a ride or maybe someone that you would like to be a part of this and be giving the rides. We would love for you to share this with some people, and let's get this August the 22nd date at 10 a.m. at the Chamber office, and let's get some extra people trained and let these people go out and enjoy life again.
Amen.
Amen.
That is the best thing.
Yep.
Just to be able to get out and be independent and do the things you want to do and pick up your own produce.
There you go. Pick up your own produce. Well, Sydney, it's great to have you in this afternoon. Thanks for everything. This is a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for people in our community.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, anytime. All right, we're going to take just a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Mix 104.1 WCLE.